Hello viewers, and welcome to our first Forza Motorsport 4 video. This is first of many to come, looking at racing, looking at the options, looking at everything else. But what do I do when there's a new racing game? Is pick the fastest cars and go as fast as I can, turn off traction control. Whoa, you can see the car there sliding across the right at the start, just where I try getting on the power. Again, it's really hard when you turn the traction control off initially. You want to shift up the gears too quickly and you want to be really progressive on the exit. So these lap times here, they're not necessarily representative of optimum pace, anything like that. This is getting a feel for it. This is learning where I can take corners flat, where I have to lift, when I get on the power, how quickly I can get on the power, and different braking as well. ABS is off and everything else, so you'll see me braking and then trying to coast into the corner and then gently getting on the power to turn the car in. And again, keeping a level sort of throttle where possible through the corner before it opens up for me on the exit and getting on the power. Get on the power a second too soon and you can quickly spin out. So it's a case of patience, but the only way to really improve is to do lots and lots of laps. So for me, this is very, very early days. But I thought I'd show you this here, being driven on the new Forza Motorsport CSR wheel. And I have to say, the wheel on this game is absolutely fantastic. The grips feel great. The wheel is lighter, it's quicker, and it really works for me. I've not done too much alteration to the wheel at the moment. I've dropped the rotation to 220 degrees, which works well for me. It all depends on your driving style really and to what you get out of it. But I will be testing lots of wheel settings in the coming days and giving you guys some feedback once I've unlocked more of the game and showed you some videos. So the speed you can see here is absolutely fantastic. It is a bit glare of the TV, of the TV obviously, because the camera's not necessarily that great in low light conditions, but it gives you an idea of what to expect and the sort of driving style you can expect in something like this. This is committed through here, full speed in these cars. Nice, totally flat. And then just a little lift here just to get the car in, blending the throttle. I can see an overtake there. Yeah, it just clips me a little bit. That could have been disaster in real life there. It was only the slightest of touches, but this can make these cars take off the ground. So we'll be looking at the wheel in more depth in another video. We'll be looking at the options. There are heaps of options. A little bit of head tracking as well. I'm still working on refining that as I make this video. There's a few issues for me with connect placement. Can't put it on the top of the TV, so it's got to look over the TV. It's a bit of an issue at the moment. And we'll be looking at different circuits and cars and types and everything else in the coming days. So there's loads to see. You will see quite a few of these R1 races initially, because jumping from car to car is quite tricky once you actually get used to a certain type of car. Drive this for any amount of time and then drive an F class or a C class and it suddenly feels so much slower. It suddenly feels very tricky to drive those cars once you've been in these. We're coming round here, final corner. I could have been more aggressive early on in the race, which would have got me the win, but instead in these couple of laps, second place, that will do. I do look forward to much extended races and endurance runs as well. It should be absolutely fantastic. Now a quick look at the direct feed and the telemetry as well. I think it would be really interesting to show you guys telemetry so you can see how I'm struggling to get on the power. Just a little bit of power there just to keep the wheel spinning so that I can open it up on the exit and reduce my wheel spin. And you'll see this a lot of the time. This isn't as quick as I could go once I figure out the limit of the car. I'll be able to get on the power quicker, more confidently. But obviously early days on the game. And nice overtake there as well down the hill. Look at it though, the in-car looks so fantastic. Obviously I can't film in-car when I'm driving over the shoulder, you just see a white ball of light. But it is great, the in-car view, though I have to admit, something like this is much more suited to a 3-screen setup if you have the option of that than it is to a single screen. You do lose too much peripheral vision. Now I haven't tested these cars with head tracking yet, and that could open up a whole new dimension with them. So really nice look to the game. Obviously takes on from Forza Motorsport 3 and takes it a notch further. I happen to think now with 16 cars or with 12 cars or however many, it just looks absolutely fantastic. Runs at 60 frames. Best looking driving game out there. Absolutely. Really nice detail. I should have gone full speed there, made a mistake in braking. A little bit of indecision on my part, not knowing quite what the AI was doing there. I now know that once you come off of the brow of the hill, always floor it and the AI will slow down. AI is a mixed bag. Some races it can be very easy. You can just walk it, especially in some of the career but some races they can be quite tricky. Some races they can be very aggressive indeed and a little bit blind. But that's AI for you. Using the wheel, obviously there's lots of tuning I have to do yet to try and test different ideas on it, but for me at the moment I quite like it out the box, you know, alter the settings slightly to what I want there on turning, but other than that it really does feel great on this game. But there's going to be a separate video for the wheel coming, as well as more on Forza in the coming days as well, and if there's anything specific you guys would like to see, do let me know, and if I have time I'll squeeze in a video of those as well. So we'll be looking at options, some of the options, not all of them, there is so much in it. A little bit of car tuning, won't be doing much car tuning at the moment, I'm not a tuner myself. I've got a few guys who are tuners. We can look at the paint options and home spaces, lots of stuff. You know, for me in the long term, the team modes, it's great to have them back, the team option in there. It would be great to get the autocross running as well. You know, nice tuning your cars, maximising it, and getting the most out of these brand new physics. And these physics are very different to what were in Forza 3, and no doubt many of you have sort of enjoyed that on the demo. But as we come around the final corner now, this was the first look at Forza, and there's going to be loads more to come in the coming days.